back to the SA Sports Show, Ando. Time to talk the Southern Footy League. And he's here, the president of the Southern Footy League, Craig Warman, as he always is. Yeah. But I don't think he's all that happy. I don't think he's a happy president at the moment.
Well, he doesn't look happy, actually.
Well, it was a great day. It was a great day. But we didn't win the ones we wanted to win. But how you going, mate? First of all, welcome.
Well, thank you. And yes, it was a fantastic day down at Strathalbyn, and congratulations to them for putting on what turned out to be a really, really good day. 5 games of footy.
5 games of footy, fantastic.
Kicked off at 8:15 in the morning. It was a... Yes, we didn't win the 2 senior ones, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But the strength of the Southern Footy League, as we know, and certainly, Greg, you'd know, that our juniors have always been good.
Always been good, and to have the first 3 games under the belt, you must have been very, very excited.
We were, and the under-15s the week before had gone to Kangaroo Island, had a really good win. That's the 5th time in a row that we've beaten Great Southern in the under-15s. Under-17 girls, the first time ever, our girls have been able to knock off Great Southern. So that shows development.
That's a big win.
That's a big win. For development, the future of the game, it's so important.
And they did it really, really well. And our under-17 boys, that's now 3 in a row for them against quality opposition from the Great Southern.
Can I just say, just on the under-17 girls, I mean, we go back 3-4 years ago, chatting to you you put so much of your energy into the women's football. You must be so happy to see, I understand that the seniors, but the 17s coming through and as strong as they are in the Southern League now, and I'll take my hat off to you.
Well, at the end of the day, you're right. We've invested a lot into the women's program, girls and women's, and like now we're running an under-11 competition, under-14 competition, under-17s and senior women, all in the space of 5 years.
Yeah.
So we can see the growth. A bit disappointing in the senior women, but they'll learn from that.
Yep.
And the A-grade men's game, we had 4,000 people there watching the game.
I was going to ask you that, mate. It was well supported from what I'd heard.
Yeah, very well supported.
That is a big crowd.
Even though it was live streamed as well. But to go down by 17 points, all right, yes, you like to win them, but if we kick straight...
It was a bit of a shootout, really. You don't often see... I think the Southern League had 25 shots at goals, and the Great Southern 27. That's a lot of forward entries, and that's great for the spectators.
Oh, and the ball was just up and down all day. So it was really, really well done by the Great Southern. They got over the line, but we certainly weren't disgraced.
And the league's doing brilliantly. I mean, I know I was talking to you before about, the Cove just got beaten by Morvale the week before. If they'd won, that would have been, I think, 4th.
In there,
And Aldinga's won the last couple of games. So you're seeing, teams really starting to get their structure back, and teams like Aldinga are starting to get a bit of presence around the league itself.
Well, and for the first time, Aldinga winning 2 games in a row.
Fantastic.
For 2 years in a row, they've
it's so important, isn't it?
Of Morpeth Vale. It's a big developing area down there. So, it is important. But when you look at the competition and you look at the games coming up this weekend, they can go either way.
Yeah.
Well, that's exactly where I was going to go, mate, is next weekend, because there's some massive games. Port Noarlunga Ranella, we'll start with that one. That's at 40s, that's at Port Noarlunga?
Yeah, that is at Port Noarlunga, and a big day for the Port Noarlunga Football Club with Aaron Peterson, their stalwart from down there. He plays his 300th A-grade game.
Aaron
Peterson.
He won the medal, didn't he? Did he win the medal in the men? No, I beg your pardon. It's his A-grade game.
So he's been a stalwart for the Port Noarlunga Footy Club for years and years and years. So he'll get his day in the sun, so to speak. Yep. Big effort to play 300 games at our level.
Oh, fantastic.
It shows real commitment to one, and he's a one-club player.
And he's still going.
And he's still going,
mate.
So,
he's still going with Andrew Jarman as well.
Yes.
Wow, that's take my hat off to him.
That's right.
I really do.
That's right. I would have pulled the pin after 300. Bang. I'm gone. I'm done.
But they were disappointing last outing against Flagstaff Hill, Port Noarlunga. So a bit to get back, but gee, they're taking on Ranella, and we saw Ranella the week before the association weekend, and they looked really good in beating Noarlunga.
Exactly.
Even though it's at Port Noarlunga, I don't think there's going to be too many good things happen. I think Ranella to win that one.
Okay, Noarlunga, Flagstaff Hill. Noarlunga, Flagstaff. That's a well. There you go.
That's first versus third, and it's at Noarlunga. Noarlunga are always hard to beat. Greg, you know, get down in the horseshoe there.
The ball goes in the river if you get too far.
But in saying that, this will be a good game. Flagstaff Hill sitting on top of the table, undefeated. Due to lose one? I don't think so.
Okay.
Big Sauce is pretty strong, isn't he?
He is.
You know, very, very strong, and
All right, Happy Valley.
How would you like to got the Big Sauce in your team?
No, I'd like him in my team. That's right. I don't want to play against him.
You don't want to play against him. It's just brilliant.
But he'd be getting the odd tap out, I would reckon. He'd be winning the odd tap. Although there's some pretty good ruckmen around the league. I've seen a couple of them. There's some pretty good big men around the place at the moment.
His damage has been up forward.
Yeah. Happy Valley, Morphett Vale. Another good one. This is a good one.
Well, again, Morphett Vale struggling at the moment with injuries and whatever. They need to win to keep in touch.
Sure.
Happy Valley, been good.
Always consistent, aren't they?
They are.
Yeah.
What you see is what you get. And they're a young developing side as well. And it was great as part of the coaching panel. We had Mike Hamby as senior coach last weekend.
Good,
Josh Thulis was his right-hand man. Ray O'Donnell was, because he had their 21s, because we had 21s playing in that game as well. And Guy Ridgway from Happy Valley. So that was the senior coaching panel for our association game. So
future.
The future development.
Okay, last one. The Mighty Cobras. Yeah, taking on Christie's Beach at Cobra Park.
Christie's are struggling a bit, aren't they?
They are struggling a little bit. Aldinga knocked them off last week.
They
got within a couple of points of Morphett Vale the week before. So this could go either way. I'm going to stick with the Cobras at home.
Why wouldn't you? I mean, you're standing here with... You're sitting
two Cobras.
Two Cobra coaches.
And nasty Cobras too.
Don't do it just because we're here.
The two-headed villain.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
But no, Cove's got a good record up there. And of course, I think that's part of their similar type scenario with Super Saturday, where they're going to have the women's game instead of on Sunday, play it on the Saturday before the men's game. So the men's game will be a little bit like more of a twilight game.
Yeah, I think I've been invited by Ray to come down as his guest for that one. So
gee, that's all right.
I might pop my head down to that one, mate.
Should be good.
Great to see you. Great to see you. Big weekend of footy. Volunteers Week, I believe.
Yes, it is.
It is Volunteers Week. Can't live without them.
That's
Can't
right.
live without them, mate. Thanks for coming in, mate. Really appreciate it.
All the best.
We'll be back with more in just a moment.